Hello and welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to talk to Ritika, but it's a very different topic. If you think about it, today we are all in a rat race, right? So we're all trying to come first. We're all trying to get things done. We need to do things immediately, do it now, get it done immediately, get things done yesterday. We have deadlines and so many things. But I think one of the wisest people I know is Ritika, and I think she's given me some very good advice that I thought we should talk to her about. And I think, let's get started. So, Ritika, I think this video is about procrastination. So can you please tell us what is procrastination and why is it important?
Okay, hi Agna. So I'm like a master in procrastination. I've been doing it like all my life, and like I just found it very helpful. So hopefully when you practice it, you will too. So basically, procrastination is when you actively avoid something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Give me a few examples in your life. Things that make you feel uncomfortable, or activities or events that make you feel uncomfortable.
I don't like reading books, for example. I don't like studying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So reading books and studying is a big thing. It covers a huge topic, which is basically learning or education.
Yeah.
So when you don't want to do that, it's kind of hard because it's a requirement that you know at least a level of math, reading, writing. But if you want to procrastinate this, like homework, right? Homework is an example of education that is in a simpler form, so you don't need like miss out on school completely. It's just homework. That's the thing that you can always procrastinate. So when you procrastinate these things that you don't want to do, you make your life easier and you just avoid a lot of stress. So I know that like as you grow older, more and more stress starts piling on you, and when you have all this stress, it affects you emotionally and physically. So we would want to avoid that, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So by avoiding that, you make it better, you make yourself healthier, and you make basically everyone around you, because when you're stressed, you throw it out on other people.
Yes, I agree, because I've seen you to be a very healthy person and I've never seen you stressed. So I think I now know what your secret is. So I'm trying to get that secret out of you. But how did you become so good at procrastinating?
Well, it's a lot of practice, but the one key thing for doing procrastination is you can't like use any effort, or you can't use any like effort or stress. You have to avoid those things. You cannot push yourself to do things that you don't think you can do. And if you do want to do them, why do them when you can procrastinate, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So how I became so good at procrastinating is I practiced, and at first, like when I was born, I wasn't a great procrastinator. I was just a baby. But as I continued to do procrastinating exercise by inventing and using lies and excuses to help you get out of things, I realized that this could be something that I specialize in.
That's amazing. Can you talk about some of the strategies you use to procrastinate?
So in my last video that I had, I've been really quite busy. In my last video, I talked about convenient lies and excuses that one can use when they're forced to do something by their parents, or when they're forced to do some boring activity like writing essays, or they're just forced to do chores, like who wants to do chores? So in that video, I talked about like 3 to 4 brilliant, wonderful, amazing and very easy strategy that you can avoid chores and just make your life like 100 times stress-free. So one of the first strategies was coming up with a lie that won't look like won't look very like easy to spot, like little holes through, like or whatever. You need to make a lie or excuse that is hard and your parents will literally like believe. So one of them is like going to the bathroom or doing something else that's less challenging than the thing that you're actually forced to do, but doesn't avoid any effort. So when you're going to the bathroom, you should spend about 10 to 15 minutes. That's a decent amount of time. And you should aim your shower if you haven't showered yet and you want, like my parents usually ask me a lot that I have to do is in the evening after I finish school and homework, right? Try to procrastinate homework as much as possible. Many other people are like that. They finish homework in the evening, maybe like stay up till midnight. So when your parents call you like to do stuff, for me like practicing something or writing something, I try to aim my bathroom breaks around that time. Then it's like I'm actually going to the bathroom. I'm just hanging out in the bathroom. All I have to do is close the door, lock the door, and then practically do anything I want. So it's a good thing if you bring your phone in your bathroom, otherwise you're probably going to be bored to death for 15 minutes. Your shower should take around 25 to 30 minutes. I'm not saying waste water, but I'm saying like maybe like just stand in the shower without any water running for like 3 minutes straight. That's just a waste of time that it could be easily avoidable, but it's fine.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
These are very, very deep thoughts, and it really seems like you're a master at this. But how did you begin this journey of procrastinating? Was there a trigger, and if so, what was that trigger?
So, what triggered this journey was probably my parents. I have my parents to thank for this. Every day when I procrastinate, it's mainly due to what my parents demand out of me. And I think that if you have very demanding parents, if you have very demanding friends, if you have very demanding anyone that just asks for things like do the dishes, cook, clean, you should not follow their orders. You should not obey them. Instead, you should try to procrastinate without looking suspicious. Like if you have to do cooking, let's just say, and your parents are like, you're cooking for us, bro, you can be like, okay, I'll cook for you, and then go out on errands for like, I don't know, 1 hour, 2 hours. By then they'll probably be mad at you, but you've avoided a whole lot of stress of cooking. And what if you make a mistake in cooking? They're going to be even more mad at you. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Like your parents won't eat burnt food and you won't have to use that effort to drain all the energy.
That's amazing.
So what triggered me and what started this whole procrastination, like everything, is I basically decided to help young people and adults and possibly every gender and age of people to help themselves and help their peers and family members and relatives to avoid having such overwhelming problems. Like if you don't procrastinate, you're gonna have to do a lot of stuff. Like if you are a captain at your school, if you're also doing drama classes every day and you're doing ballet classes right after, you only get a 10-minute break, you're going to have stress built up on you. Yeah. And when that stress finally explodes, it most likely will explode on your family members. So instead of, hurting your family members and shouting at them and doing all that stuff, you can just procrastinate and your family members will be okay. You'll be okay. You won't have the stress just lugging you down as you go to ballet lessons every single day.
That's, I think not only are you saving people, I think you're saving families as well with this really amazing advice that you have. So I have a challenging question for you. So there are some people who say that procrastination is for the lazy, but clearly you're not a lazy person. I've known you to be a very energetic person, and you are, you do a lot of things. You've achieved a lot. So clearly you're not lazy. What is your response to people who say that procrastination is for the lazy?
So I think that they're very wrong because
yes.
When you're lazy, you basically don't want to do anything. You don't want to spend your energy on doing anything. Like not even. Basically, all you do is get ice cream and eat it and watch some TV.
Yeah.
And being lazy is not like bad or anything. A lot of people be lazy sometimes. It just makes them, So if someone's like working really hard, it's okay for them to be lazy because they have been through a lot every single week, and a stressed person is allowed to be lazy sometimes. But sometimes it's bad to be lazy every single day, because when you're lazy, you just lose all your health. Like, health can go down so much when you're lazy. You won't go on walks outside. You won't go on run. You won't bike. You won't play tennis. You won't play soccer. You won't do anything physical. That's because you're lazy and you're trying to just avoid and just trying to stay in one spot and be in your comfortable area. Procrastination is very similar, except it requires you to get up and do things. Procrastination is not just sitting down on a couch and postponing things over and over and over again. It's getting up and making a change in plans, getting up and making a change in events. If I need to go to my dance recital, too bad. I pretend like I have a makeup class of swimming, and I'm like, okay, I'll just go to the bathroom. So basically my swimming class is cut in half. So procrastination is not just being lazy, it's getting up and doing something. It does require you to sit down and wait for events to slowly unfold, but that doesn't mean it's being lazy. It means getting up and doing something. So there is a big difference. So people who say that it's being lazy, back off, because that is not how it's take the L. And also it's not being lazy. Search up the definition of lazy.
Thank you. I think this is very inspiring for me, and it looks like after you've mastered the art of procrastination, you are probably leading a better life, and you have a better relationship with your family and things like that. So what does your family think about this wonderful quality of yours?
So my family has very mixed feelings. And I don't know if they would be like happy or sad about my career as a procrastination genius, but I think that the only way to find out is to actually talk to them. And I did talk to them one day. I talked to them saying, do you think my procrastination career is pursuable? Do you think that I should attempt to make it an actual life career and like earn money off classes and stuff? And they were like, they had mixed opinions. They were pretty ambivalent. Maybe like they said that you should continue to do school, you should continue to do this, but you shouldn't make procrastination a main part of your life, because procrastination is only for people that are stressed. I mean, not only that, but procrastination is just for people that want to avoid things in life. And honestly, I can't blame them. List a few things, Agnel. List a few things that make you uncomfortable in life. Pretty sure a lot of them are like events that you're worried about, events that people that make you nervous. So it's not bad to procrastinate things that make you feel uncomfortable. I know some people might say, oh, face them, you'll never know. But I mean, if you're so scared and you're so nervous and you're so just apprehensive for the following events, why would you want to just hurt yourself or make yourself so nervous and anxious that you'll probably not face it with the best of your heart? The people who say face it, they like keep your best heart, keep your best hopes, be cheerful, and be enthusiastic when you face that maybe hard or challenge or something that you can do, like a test, maybe like a school test that's supposed to be really hard and everyone's smarter than you. They say take it with a happy face, take it with the enthusiastic and like take it with a positive face. But people that want to procrastinate it and feel just anxious or, I don't know, apprehensive about it, let's just say, will not take it with a positive face. They will take it with a negative face. Their feelings will be down. So when they actually walk into the room of the test, when they actually take the test, the feelings will cause to mix with the answers that their brain might put on the test. And they might mix their feelings with how they react to their family members, and their family members are like, oh, good job. They'll probably be able to back off. So procrastination can help in some way for all these unpleasant emotions to come and enter your body.
That's a good point, Ritika. So let's say that I want to get better at procrastination and I want to start procrastinating on most things going forward. What would your advice be to me or someone like me who wishes to become maybe not as good as you, but I mean, I think you're among the best, but let's say at least half as good as you are in this.
So, as I said before, practice will make perfect. You can never be a perfect procrastinator. Sometimes you let things slip, but if you keep practicing procrastination and you keep procrastinating as time goes, then over the course of your life, by the time you're like 60, you'll be an expert. I mean, I was born with like cool abilities that made me a procrastinator at just 10. But honestly, if you want to be better at procrastinating, the only thing is practice. If I want to be better at doing a swim stroke, or if I want to be better at doing a dance move, then I have to practice. So apply those kind of skills that you learn from other activities into procrastination. I can assure you that in 5 years, if you procrastinate for 5 years, you will become an expert like me. And you can even teach classes if you're informed enough about procrastination and the topic and all the tactics and all that.
Okay, then I think I will definitely start practicing this. So my wife, who also happens to be your aunt, she generally gives me a lot of stuff to do. What I will try to do is maybe procrastination, try to do. So I'll probably use some of the ideas that you've given in this video, Ritika. I think this is brilliant. So, I have a philosophical question for you. So, given you've mastered the art of procrastinating, you're like we discussed, probably the best in the world at this. I'm sure you've gotten your life back. You've been able to do different things, other things that has made you happy and made you a better person. So, can you talk about what have you done with your time, given you've mastered the art of procrastination?
So, since I procrastinate, I gain a lot of time to do other things that I actually like. So, the thing about procrastination, you just don't do it to avoid things. You do it, you save up time, and you do it for something else that you actually like. And if you don't want to do it for something else, then I don't know, if you like being lazy, if you like watching stuff, if you like reading books, then do it. I think that reading books is the best out of all of the three that I just listed, because reading books is supposed to be educational. You don't need to read nonfiction or history or any of those non-fictional genres, but you can definitely read realistic fiction, you can read fantasy, mystery, murder, like all that stuff. So there are many different things that you can do with your time, and it has to be better than what you just skipped with procrastination. So if I skip math, then I can go read because I love reading. So you have to use your time wisely for things that you actually want. So if you have just skipped cooking for the day because we just went to a restaurant for lunch, you have to use that time wisely. If you're going to be at that restaurant, maybe leave lunch early and go to the mall or shop or something, because that time only lasts this long. It does not last forever unless you had to keep procrastinating and procrastinating and procrastinating. You have to keep procrastinating to get more and more and more time. So as you get level here, level here, level here, level here, level here, you gain more and more time by making your excuses and lies stronger and stronger and healthier so that people don't see through them. Because your first excuse is going to be like, can I go to the bathroom? And they'll probably call you out after 10-15 minutes. But if you say, like a level 4, if you say, can I go to my neighbor's house and then use the bathroom there, and then just lie saying that, oh, I talked to the neighbor, then you have obviously mastered a strong excuse. Because they're not going to ask the neighbor, oh, have you talked to me? And if they do ask the neighbor, then you should remember to talk to her for 5 minutes, go to the bathroom for 10 minutes, come out and just say bye. So that's a good thing that, like, you should try to predict what your parents or any of those people, you should predict what anyone's going to ask you, what anyone's going to ask the person. You should try to predict always their actions so that you can get ahead of them and to make it probably impossible for them to know that you're procrastinating.
This is amazing. I'm amazed at how well thought out and how well planned you are in this space. I'm actually a big fan now, and I wish we could at least, every other month maybe do a video on procrastination as to something that you've learned as to how I could lead a better life by procrastinating. But with that, I just want to say thank you for your time, Ritika. It's been amazing, and I really thank you for all the wise words, and I now know, and I think I now understand why I think that you are among the wisest and the smartest people I know. Thank you.
Thank you. It was nice for you to have me. I think that everyone who's watching this should know that just because I think that the question that you asked me about people thinking that lazy is the same as procrastinating or postponing something is the same thing. Honestly, it's not. If you search the definition of procrastinating is avoiding something and like postponing it, basically. Postponing and procrastination are a bit like together, but being lazy is just you don't want to do anything. You don't want to do anything. But procrastination is you have to get up, make a change, and then relax when the change has been made and you have gained an amount of time to do whatever you please. So it is very different. Procrastination, you have to stand up and you have to make a change. You have to advocate for yourself. You have to make a change so that you have that amount of time. You have your leisure time to do whatever you want. So there's a big difference. Thank you for listening to me and Agnel talk. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, if you have any questions, you can email me. I will provide my email. Yeah, just meet with me anytime. I'm a bit busy for maybe every month, but maybe we can do it like sooner or later.
Okay, maybe every other month, or once in 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, and sometimes we can meet together like in person, or we can do a video like right next to each other. So
that would be even better. I think that's a good idea. If I'm meeting you, I might be meeting you later this year, and we can see if we could do something like that. That would be great. Thanks a lot for your time, and I hope you have a great day.
Yes, you too. Everyone who's watching, have a great day, and remember that being lazy is not the same as procrastinating. Just remember that. Because if someone says, "Oh, you're being lazy by procrastinating," and then you have to tell them it's not the same thing. Stand up for yourself. Say it is not the same thing, and just because I procrastinate doesn't mean I'm lazy. Say those exact words, and they will be like, "Wow," and you'll be a winner.
Yeah, and not this.
So not a loser. You'll be a winner.
Yeah, and okay, so go team procrastination. I think. With Ritika on our side, I think we can procrastinate anything that we wish and lead a happier life and
basically
lead a more fulfilled
anyone
life.
who procrastinates will avoid a lot of stress. Trust me.